Hey guys, welcome back. Prado158 here. Now today I'm just doing a short video. Now what I'm trying to do is just run this camera and I'm going to show you without any editing. The only bit of editing that I may do is so you can see the what I'm going to be using on the computer, so I can show you that a bit easier. However, it's just going to be a straight run. So what I want to talk to you today about is just a couple of products that I use or that I've come across. Okay, now these couple of things are the batteries that I use, a lithium battery. Also what I use for communication, which I've tested when I'm out in the bush and I'm away from you know, phone signal, which I think will help you guys. And just a couple of other little things. So bear with me. As I said, this is purely raw. Let me know in the comments what you think, because I'm just saying it as it is. Now, if you've watched my videos before, you probably know what I'm all about. Now, I'm going to talk about ITECHWORLD, but I'm going to tell you how I came across them. So I approached them. They did not approach me, okay? So I came across them probably a couple of years back, and if you guys are watching YouTube, you're seeing plenty of ads coming through on the YouTube in relation to ITECHWORLD. So I've approached them, and I said that I run a YouTube channel, and I said, is there any way you guys can help me out and help my viewers out? I'm running this video. There's a dog in the background, but I'm going to keep running. No pausing here. So what I'm saying is that, yeah, I approached them and I talked to them about the under the bonnet of the Prado, that subject. As I did some research, looked up their website, looked up all their specs, and they were guaranteeing it under the bonnet. So I rang them and said, hey look, you guys are in WA, I'm in Queensland, I'd like to give one of these batteries a go. I've got a Prado, I've seen them under the bonnet in other YouTube videos. I'd like to give it a bit of a run. And so I did, they did. And they also said, if you want a discount code for anybody that wants to buy any of our products from watching your YouTube channel, here's a discount code. Okay, so I'll go through that in a minute. That's the only other bit of editing I'll do, because I'll put that on the screen for you. Actually, it'll be in the description underneath. So the reason that I'm doing this short video is because I think it's worth my while helping you guys out. That's what I want to do here. This is the purpose of this video, helping you guys out. So if you're in the market, or it doesn't matter what car you got, a lot of you probably have Prados. So if you're in the market of doing something with your electrical system, or you've got an AGM battery and it's on its way out, or you're just looking at doing what I've done and just popping a battery in there, so you've got some power, you know, for your lights and charging your phone and that kind of stuff separate from your main battery, now's the time to start, or now's the time to make your purchase. ITECHWORLD have 85% off their retail price on a massive range of their products, okay? And I'm just going to show you what kind of a discount you're going to get. So I've never seen anything like this before. They're really pushing their product at the moment, and there's certainly a chance to save some money. So in actual fact, what I'm going to be doing is I wanted to help my boys out, but financially I'm just doing one at a time. So my son Joshua, he's got a BT50, he goes to work, he's a builder, he runs his fridge all day, you know, on site, and he's got an AGM battery. It's a 100 amp hour battery. It weighs an absolute ton in the back of his tray. So what I said to him is that ITECHWORLD have a new battery out, 2023 model battery, the 120X, that they've designed, or better designed, for the Prado, which will fit in the N70 tray. Just slip it in, whereas the one I've got, it's just slightly bigger, and I've had to, you know, squeeze it in there. So what I've done with Joshua is I said, mate, I'll get the one that fits the car, and I will you know, give you my old one, the one I've got in there now, which is not that old. It's probably what, 6 months, 7 months old at the moment. And so that's how much I personally have faith in their product. So Joshua's going to get that one, and I'm going to get the new one. And I'm getting it like you would be getting it for an exceptionally good price. I think, you know, I'm saving quite a number of $100 there for that. Josh is going to give me a couple $100 for the old one, but he's going to get the battery, and he's getting a 25 amp hour BC-DC charger, even though they're a drop-in battery and they can run off your current alternator without a BC-DC charger. In my view, it's only my view, in my opinion, and some of the research I've done, even though they guarantee that and you can do it, I would rather have a BC-DC charger that has the lithium setting on it for the battery. So that's where I am at the moment. So do yourselves a favour, at least just get on that website. If there's anything that tickles your fancy that you might need for your four-wheel drive or your caravan, now's the time to make that purchase. You will save a stack load of money. And like I said I'm running this video straight, no editing. So like I said, now's the time to make that purchase if that's where we're looking at going. So get online, you'll save yourself a stack of money. As I said, I'm only doing this as a favour to you. As a favour to you guys, and letting you know that now's the time to jump online and buy those products that you need. So yeah, obviously the sale runs out in the financial year, so what's that, 30 June it'll run out, and then I've got a discount code of 5%, so you can add that on as well and save some more money. So look, whether you're wanting batteries, they've got that battery station. That's not a bad product actually if you don't want to pay someone to run wires all around your car. You can grab one of those battery stations, have a look online. There's all sorts of different types depending on how much power you want, and they've got the inverter built into them, they've got the ITECHWORLD battery built in. Or you may need to run an Anderson plug or a thicker wire down to the back of your car and plug it in to have it charge, or they charge on on the solar. So that's definitely a different option there. They've got, as I said, they've got the inverter, different size inverters. I'm going to grab one at some point soon for the Jayco Crosstrack. At the moment, I'm just running what they gave me with Jayco. I've got 2 lithium batteries in here at the moment, 240 amp hours. I'm just running that at the moment, but I would like to, down the track soon, is grab a couple of ITECHWORLD batteries, because that's how much faith I got in them. So I just thought that I'd let you guys know as a favour, just as a favour, I don't get anything out of it, as a favour to you, to let you know that if you're looking at, or you're just on that edge there where you're just about to look at putting something in your vehicle or caravan, jump online, and now's the time to save a stack load of money. As I said, they've got, and it's no gimmicks. It is what it is. They've got 85% off a massive range of their products. They say up to 85% off, so I'm not sure if it includes every single product, but I know the batteries, your inverters, BC-DC chargers, there's savings to be made. So jump online and grab yourself some of their products. As I said, 10% off, not 10%, sorry, and I'm not editing this video, 5% off with my discount code. So potentially you could be saving 90% by getting something now than waiting until later on down the track. So even if you're wanting to get lithium but you're not ready for it yet, grab the battery, put it aside, and you might sit it inside for 4 months or something, and then until you're ready. But definitely now's the time to get that. And as I said, if you've got a Prado and you're wanting to put one under the bonnet, these new ones now, they fit straight in that N70 tray, straight in. They're not jammed up against the AC line and all that kind of stuff. And mine has been working perfectly. I've had it in the on the hot days driving. You would have seen the video. One of the days I had it in 41 degrees Celsius out, the ambient temperature, and it didn't miss a beat. I've got a solar panel on the Prado, so it's always being topped up. I run a fridge 24/7, the upright fridge. So anyway, as I said, I'll leave my link there. If you use my link there, they've given me a link so that when you plug it into your computer and you go into the checkout area or the cart, it applies that 5% discount straight away automatically. So yeah, as I said, tell me if I'm repeating myself. My wife always tells me I keep repeating myself, but I'm just wanting to let you know because I wouldn't want you guys to miss out. It's, for me anyway, it's a proven product. I don't get anything really from it as such, but I just wanted to let you know that now's the time to save some money if you want to grab yourself some of their products. Now, another product that I've come across, and again, it's taken me a while to actually go and make the purchase, alright, because I've seen it around and I've been reading up on it, and then I've gone, oh no, I've come back to it, and I think when I was watching 4-wheel drive 24/7, Graham did a short segment on this particular thing, very short, and it sparked my memory, and I went, oh, I need to look into that. So as you know, we've got the cross-track. That's what I'm talking to you from at the moment. Communication. Now, do us a favour, let me know in the comments below. Let's start a bit of a conversation going. What do you guys use when you're camping solo with your family, swag, caravan, whatever it is, and you're out of range? You're in a national park somewhere, and you don't have communication. Okay, so even if you're up at Balloomba Creek, that's out of Kenilworth there. Once you go right out there, you've got no communication. So, you know, you're on a walking track or something goes wrong and you need help straight away. What do? If you need to let your loved ones know, you know, where you are, well, what do? You've been away for 5 days, you're on your own, you've got your missus and your family and whoever else back at home. You haven't made contact with them for a week, you know, do they get worried about you? Anyway, I have a solution, and I've tried this, and again, I'm getting nothing for this. I'm just passing this information on to you because I was in a dilemma. When I went on these trips by myself, I would borrow my mate's satellite phone, okay? And if I had to make a call or whatever, I'd just give him some money for the call. And when I did use it, if I wanted to contact Shelley, I would send a text message through the Iridium, you know, satellite phone, which meant you got to. It was a bit of an ordeal, and I'd get Shelley to ring the phone, and it was, yeah. Anyway, I didn't find it very good, as in the sense that it was just a bit cumbersome, and if I was in an emergency trying to get this thing to go, I reckon I'd have a bit of trouble. But if you don't have a satellite phone and you want to go and purchase one, I think they're upwards of $1,000. So, you know, $1,500 for a half decent satellite phone, and then you've got to pay the plan. Now, I don't have the information on it, but I'm thinking upfront cost is about $1,500, and then you've got to pay the subscription. So, you know, that can range from, depending on what plan, I don't know, $30 to $100 every month. You might be able to, I don't know, have a dormant period if you're not going away for a period of time. So to me, it put me off. So, but I knew I had to do something because I couldn't keep borrowing my mate's satellite phone all the time. You know, even though he's happy to loan it to me, I just didn't feel right about doing that all the time. So, I don't know if you've heard of these things. Right, it's called a ZOLEO. It's a ZOLEO Global Satellite Communicator. Rightio, so how it works, and I'm not reading off a script because I've used it, right? So this is it here. Okay, so I bought this full price. I bought it from Autobarn in Toowoomba. Actually, they always got something going on, like a sale or something. So I think I got $20 off. So I think they retail for, I actually can't remember what they retail for, but it was around about the $340 mark. Okay, so you pay $340, you get this. This is yours to keep, right? It has a SIM card already in there, built in. And what you do is you turn it on. Okay. You link it up to your phone, you download an app on your phone, you link it up to here, you go online, it's got a IMEI number and all the rest of it on the back here. You go online, you link it up, and you begin a like a plan, like a mobile phone plan, I should say. Okay, so they range from, I think it was $23 or something like that. Got a good memory, haven't I? To an $80 plan. Okay, the difference is that the $80 plan is unlimited in how many messages and that you can receive and how many times you can let people know where you are and all that kind of stuff. Grab the weather and all that, but I'll go into that in a bit more detail because you're probably wondering what the heck. So whereas the $20 plan, which I've started on at the moment, after about a number of messages, you're going to pay, you know, 50 or 60 cents per message. Okay, so what it means is how this works is, if you have a look here, you've got an SOS little button here. You've got a tick here, and you've got the USB here, so that's where you charge her up. And there's an SOS button which is hidden, so you don't press it by mistake. And this is turned off, by the way, for the minute, so we're not going to get, you know, fire and emergency services here. And there's an SOS button, if you can just see inside there. Okay, so obviously in an emergency you can press that, and this thing tells them that you're in trouble, and it tells them your GPS location, so they can get help to you as soon as possible, wherever you are. It doesn't matter where you are, as long as this thing is picking up a satellite, it'll work. And also, if you're in mobile phone range, it reverts to the mobile phone, you know, towers, or, you know, whatever it is. So I'm going to show you how it works. I'm at home, so I'm not in a, I've obviously got, you know, phone signal here, but I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to show you how it works. So turn it on there. Might have to hold that button down a bit longer. Don't worry, I told you this is not being edited, so you just hold it down. There we go, so it's turned on. Now, I'm only going to give you a basic overview of this. We went to Goombara camping, I think it was called. There's no phone signal out here, so I used this, and I used it to communicate to my kids. And you know, we had you know, Chloe was home as well, and I had this sitting on my car. It's water resistant, so I had it on my car. I actually sat it there overnight. The caravan was parked close. The other reason why this is handy too is when I'm going camping with Shelley. So, as you know, Shelley has you know, kidney failure, and she's on a transplant waiting list. So at any time of the day or night, she could get a phone call and say, "Get yourself down to Brisbane Hospital, or down to the Mater. We've got a kidney for you, and you need to get down there quick smart, because we're going to, you know, get you a new kidney." So, of course, if you're in the bush and they can't ring you, well, you're in a bit of a situation, aren't you? So this was the next thing for that to happen. So even, at least if I haven't got it turned on 24 hours, I can check it every few hours. They give you a time frame. I think you really need to get going when you get that phone call, and depending on where you are, they might help you organise, you know, get to the airport to get you flying down there, or whatever. But you can see where I'm going with it, can't you? So, you know, they ring and say, you need to get to hospital real quick, and they send a message on here, right, which goes to my phone. We can get that message, and we can start packing up and start making plans to, depending on where we are. Okay, so in a non-emergency situation, you can have this thing sitting there. Okay, now I'll show you how this works. So I can send a signal to a number of people, and you do this, I don't know if you can do it on the app, but you definitely can do it on the website that this links up to on the computer. So I'm going to send a message out to everyone and tell them that this is my location. Alright, so you hear that? And all these do its thing. So it's sending out a message to a number of people with my GPS location, and it says, "I'm okay, this is where I am," and it sends them a map, a little snippet of a map, okay, to tell them that I'm okay and this is where I am. So it's pretty good, isn't it? So when you're in a mobile phone situation here, like picking up the mobile phone service, that's a free one. If I'm out under the satellite, it's counted as a message. So like I said, if I'm on the cheaper plan, I get so many messages for free, and then I've got to start paying the $60 every time I press that button. Okay, so that's one feature. That's a pretty simple, easy feature. So you know, I'm by myself camping on my swag, and I'm out at the back of Old Grafton Road or something, and I'm, you know, doing a hike or travelling up some road. Okay, at the end of my trip or whatever, and I'm back at camp, I can just press that button and send it to Shelley, and I can say, I'm safe, I'm home, I'm, you know, back at the campsite, and I'm going okay. So that's as simple as that, right? Obviously, if you're in a bit of trouble, you can lift up that SOS button and you can press it, okay? There you go, that means that the message has been sent. So what that does, it sends the same thing. It'll send an SOS message, obviously, to the authorities, whoever's monitoring this, with my GPS coordinates on there and a map, and it says I'm in need of help. So what they then do is they will, through your app, they will send you a message, okay, and they'll say, what do you need, what's the situation, you know, what's happened. So you can, if you've got the ability to do that, you can obviously send messages on your phone and say, oh, you know, I've fallen down a cavity or something, I can't get up, I think I've broken my leg. And they'll say, well, can we access you or whatever, you know, and you'll have that kind of a conversation. Obviously, if you can't get back to them, if you're not in a position to access your phone or whatever, obviously they'll still, while they're communicating to you, they've obviously started the process happening, you know, to get people going on the ground on their way. But obviously the more information that they can get, the better they can be, you know, ready for you or to provide you with help. So that's just one of the things that this does, okay? So when you're not in an emergency, you can send text messages, okay? So if you want to send a message directly to someone's phone, just to their phone, like an SMS, you're limited by a number of characters. But if they download the app and have it on their phone, and you send this message via the app to that app on their phone, I think it's you know, 1,000 characters or something like that. So I'm going to bring up the app and connect her up there. Okay, so, you know, things like, I don't know if you can see that or not. That's a message from Joshua. That was why I was camping out at Goombara. So I took his camping chair with me by mistake. I had it in the van. So he sends me a message and says I took his camping chair because I think he was needing it for something. So I was able to say, yeah, sorry mate, I've got it, it's in the van. So there are those messages there. Okay, so I can type, just like an SMS, I can start typing a message to anyone, or anyone that's just as an SMS. And I can do that via, right now I can do it via the normal phone service, but if I was out of range, I can do it via the satellite. So, you know, if you can imagine well, when I was at Goombara, I'll tell you, this is what I did. So I'm in Goombara, and I've got the car parked, you know, just next to the van. This is sitting up on top of the roof of the car, and I'm in the van, in the nice comfort of sitting on the bed. You know, I'm about to go to bed, so I'm just typing a few messages. Oh, you know, good night to the kids, or, you know, if I'm on my own and Shelley's not with me, you know, good night Shelley, you know, kissy kissy, lovey lovey, you know, all that kind of stuff that you send to your wife when you're not with them and you want to say good night to them. So you can do all that. Obviously, you know, after a certain amount of messages, you're going to start paying for them. So as I said, I spent 2 nights at Goombara, 2 nights, 3 days, and I took this with me, and I used it. I didn't care, I just used it, sending messages to the kids. You can't send photos or anything, but it's just it's a cheap form of communication to your loved ones when you're not in phone range, and you can't, you know, send them a photo or ring them or whatever. So it's the next best thing. Look at the size of the thing. I mean, you know, you put that in your backpack when you go for a hike. I mean, this thing, I think the battery goes for like 200 hours. You know, I had this going for the whole time I was basically there, and it, you know, it didn't go flat. I mean, look at it. You can peg it onto your backpack. You put it in your backpack. This sits in my glove box now in the car all the time, 24 hours. And I mean, it works like a satellite phone in the sense that you can't be sitting under trees and that. You've got to be in the open and, you know, have it sitting up on well, like I just put it on the roof of my car, on the roof rack. So there you go. You can buy these all over the place. I bought that from Autobarn, but you know, Anaconda has them. I'm sure BCF would have them. Any of those camping places. TENTWORLD, I know they've got them. TENTWORLD here in Toowoomba. So look, and again, this is raw. So I'm probably going to repeat myself a few more times. I'm always in trouble for that. But yeah, just going over this. So around about the $340 mark, you can get a plan for $20 to $80. I am going to stop the tape because the video, because the neighbours have just pulled up. So hold on a second. So it is unedited because I just stopped the video for a moment and now I'm back here again. Sorry about that. So anyway, I'm just checking the messages that I sent to everyone with my location. So it's absolutely spot on location with the GPS coordinates. So yeah, so that went out to the kids and to Shelley. So anyway, now so that's pretty much it. Coming up soon, I've got a few things coming up now. I've just got this Jayco back from its first service, and I had a few little minor warranty issues, so I'll be talking to you a little bit about that. Just Jayco's attention to detail, I suppose, which is a little bit disappointing, but overall I'm quite excited about the van. We're just trying to work out our next I am going to Fraser Island at the end of next month, so that's the end of July. That's not with the cross track. And Shelley and I are just working out a place to go next week. I've got an opportunity of about a week and a half there to get away. So we're trying to plan, hopefully, where there's going to be the red kidney bus. So we're looking at somewhere down south towards Sydney to get away for, you know, for 5 or 6 days with this thing, and possibly a place called Nelson's Bay. I've heard that's not bad, so that's on the list. So yeah, my neighbour's come out, so he's see, I told you there was no editing on this one. Anyway, I'm going to turn this little beauty off. So I'll leave all these information in the description below, and make sure you take a look. If I'm able to help you out with any of these things, let me know again. Got any questions, let me know. So as I said, I've used this thing, tested it out. I think it's the perfect solution to not having a sat phone, but something you can use when you're out in the bush anywhere that you've got the satellite. It operates through the Iridium network, or whatever it's called. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to stop that now here, and yeah, go back over some of my other videos, like about the cross track. You know, yeah, anyway, have a look and see what you reckon, and leave a comment below about the ITECHWORLD batteries and their products, and this little product here. See you guys on the next one. Thanks. Bro, 50 out of here. Yes.